Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Football Manager experiment, where today we're taking a look at a player with perfect technicals but not so good mentals and physicals. Before we get started, of course, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more stuff like this. But it is Derek Techie. I've named him that because he's very technical. 20 in everything. He's at Ajax and he is Antiguan and Barbudan, 16 years old. And we've kind of made him as average as possible otherwise. Centre midfielder, 6 foot tall, so he's got that to an advantage. Good right foot, average at best left foot, otherwise perfect on the ball. And so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. He has got some good potential, 184 potential from his 89 start, so we're hoping he'll get to a good level, but it'll be just interesting to see how he goes, how his career progresses, and kind of what happens. Can technicals take you all the way to the very, very top? We shall see. So let's jump on and see how things go. All right then, so we are 5 years on now. He's stayed at Ajax so far, 20 years old. He's lost a couple of bits in his technicals, but there are some improvements across the board with physicals, jumping reach, that sort of thing, along with the mentals as well. Can play centre-back to some extent, unconvincingly as well. Played 54 times for Antigua and Barbuda and scored 12 goals for them as well. But we can see here, he's played for Jong Ajax a few times, 16 times, but otherwise very, very limited. Nothing's really happened so far. So let's just keep going through. Okay then, so a little bit of a change. He's 25 now, another 5 years on, 136 caps and 28 goals for Antigua and Barbuda. So looking good. He's at Hercules Almelo. We've continued to see there's some drops in his technicals, but still got perfect long throws, marking, passing. He's developed more as a centre-back now, so a bit more comfortable to sit in there, but also can play a bit further forward as well in the attacking midfield slot. We can see concentration and vision has improved. His stamina, strength, jumping reach all got better as well. Moves balls to the right foot before dribble attempt. Makes sense. He's right-footed. Tries long-range free kicks. Likes to switch ball to wide areas. Possesses long, flat throws, I'm guessing that's meant to be. So looks quite promising. Obviously, it's always very exciting to have that side of things, but looking at his time with Ajax, he had very little opportunity, most of it in the Ajax Jong team, but still not actually too great. We can also see that his 45k move to Almelo certainly gave him the opportunity to actually get game time and play, which is great to see. So looking good so far. Let's jump again and continue to see how his career goes. Here we are then. So another 5 years on, 214 caps now for Antigua and Barbuda, 54 goals. So quite good on the international stage, or at least has played a lot of games. We can see he's still at Heracles. So no change there, still in Holland. Not much on that front. Anticipation, 11. Concentration, 13. Decisions, 12. Vision, 12. So that's good. I mean, he can make more and more use of that passing and that sort of thing with the vision, and that's concentration in there. Good strength. Jumping reach is still looking quite good at 6 foot, so that's not too bad as well. Let's take a look then. How has he performed at his time at the Eredivisie side, Heracles Almelo? Not amazing, but not awful. He's got more game time. He's getting a few assists. He's getting a goal a season, pretty much. 45,000 for him isn't too bad, I'd say. Not a bad outcome, really, in overall terms. Level-headed player, so that's good to see. And certainly on the ball, dead balls, that sort of thing, a good player to have in the side. We'll jump one more time, take a look how his end of his career is kind of looking, and see what our thoughts are about a technical player in Football Manager. Okay then, so here we are. He's still got the 214 caps and 54 goals, so he has retired from international football. He's 35 now, and he's gone over to FC Dallas. Still playing in centre midfield and defensive midfield mainly. His dribbling's dropped off a bit, as you'd probably expect at the later ages. But some good. He's still got some decent, half decent mentals. His jumping reach is still there. His just kind of general fitness, pace, that athletic ability has kind of gone. But I think that kind of has allowed him to stay at a pretty high level of the game for a longer period, having those technical attributes, because his passing is still phenomenal. Same with his free kick taking, hitting the 20 mark. You can see, though, his time in Eredivisie did come to an end, went to Norwich in the Premier League. So he did get 10 games in the Prem where he was playing, £2.4 million move there, and then a £3.5 million move to Dallas in the MLS, where he played really well in the first season. Second and third season, not so much. Dropped off a little bit, but still an interesting career, really, and certainly one where he's kind of stayed at that level almost the whole time. Didn't get much game time initially, but since his move to Heracles Almelo for 45k, and then the move to Norwich and FC Dallas kind of pick things up a little bit. He's got the technical ability to still be able to contribute to games, even at an age where he's not so mobile. But certainly an interesting one. Let's take a look at the milestones. Has he won anything, really? Not really. He got promoted with Fortuna Sittard when he was there on loan, but otherwise very limited. But got Supporters Player of the Year for FC Dallas in 2038, his first year there. So there you go. A bit of an interesting one today. Derek Techie, a player we created with perfect technicals. See how he got on. So it's a lot's changed, and it certainly shows that mentals can improve quite drastically, really, from such a young age. But there you go. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, leave a comment down below of anything you'd like to see in upcoming episodes for experiments, and I'll make sure to take a look, and I'll catch you in the next one.